Hey y'all, I'm back again with another freaking video. And I just want to finish the conversation we was having earlier because I started talking and didn't stop. And then I stopped. Yeah, and I be digressing and telling 3 and 4 stories in one story, and we didn't even get to God's glory. So I just said, let me bring it back, run it back. Now, sin was, one of my sisters taught me the importance of getting back up, and that's what matters in a fight. Not falling down. Falling down is the indication of whether or not you're weak. When you fall and you don't get back up, that automatically makes you a loser. But if you keep swinging until the other person throw in the towel, or y'all just mutually agree that y'all don't want to fight no more, you didn't lose. If you're not bleeding, you didn't lose. Even if you are bleeding, even if you do got a black eye, you got out there. And a lot of y'all scared to get out there because a lot of y'all scared to fall. And that's literally how it is in spiritual warfare. A lot of y'all will sit on the sidelines and judge everybody else for being willing to go in the field, get in the field with these demons and look them head on in the face and say, I know what type of demon you is. I know what type of demon you is. And I know how to beat this demon. And sometimes demons can be hard to gauge, especially when they come in the form of family members. Spiritual warfare don't exempt nobody. Sometimes when your family members don't overcome their personal demons, they will put them off on you. And that's why I said, some of y'all be mad at motherfuckers because they ain't scared to get out there in the field, win, lose, or draw. Because they don't give up. Win, lose, or draw is how I see fighting. Win, lose, or draw. As long as I ain't scared to get out there, and I'm going to keep getting up. Because even if you did knock me down, bitch, let me see if I can knock you down. Now we both on the ground. Is you going to get up after I knock you out? That's the difference. Anybody can throw a punch, but can you take one and get back up and keep swinging? And a lot of y'all don't know how to do that. A lot of y'all just think if you hit the ground, the fight is over. Baby, no. When my sister thought she was going to play in my face and try to, show out on me because we was outside in the neighborhood, and my auntie was like, don't get them pants dirty. Baby, I put these hands to work on her. Okay? To the point where my auntie had to break up the fight and was like, why was I beating up my sister? And I'm like, you just told me don't get my pants dirty. So it was either she finna hit the ground, I'm finna hit the ground. And neither one of us hit the ground, but she was in the street getting uppercutted. And I apologized to her and I asked her, was she okay? And she said she was good. And then the little sister, she came in and she like, oh, you're not gonna do my sister like that. And I'm like, bitch, I'm your sister too. But anyways, she's swinging on me, she's swinging hard, she's swinging strong, she's swinging long. And I'm like, hold on. So I just started slamming her. I just clipped her. I ain't slammed her, I clipped her. I clipped her and she would fall. And every time she fell, she just jumped back up. I clipped her like 4 times. That girl did not care. And then it got to a point where I kept clipping her that she got mad, and when I tried to walk away, she grabbed me by my hair and pulled me back. Like, I knew that I had to really do something to her to make her stop fighting me because she wasn't going to give up, because I'm trying to avoid fighting her, and her objective is to hurt me to protect her other sister. And so at that point, I just had to slam her. And even though she didn't give a fuck and she kept going, at that point, I knew I'm going to have to be like that too. She just taught me something new. Like, Shawty really wasn't going for none of that. She did not care that I was knocking her on the ground, that I was clipping her, that she was falling. My sister kept getting up. She was like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And that one fight that I got into with my little sister when we was like teenagers, I think I was like 15 and she had to be like, I don't know, 12, something like that. But it is crazy because you be like, I never thought that one little lesson would have took me far, because my sister being able to keep jumping back up and swinging on me and not giving a fuck is what made me start being like that to other bitches. Because she was not going for that. She was not finna take no L. She wasn't finna hold it. And I had to just tell her, look, I don't want to fight you. I already fought one sister. I don't want to have to fight you too. The fight is over. Just stop. And that's what made her leave me alone, because she was not going for nothing that I was throwing at her. And that's how y'all got to be in spiritual warfare. Y'all got to be out here like, I don't give a fuck how many times I fall. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to find a new strategy. I'm going to find a new way to approach the situation. That's how I look at life. Whenever I apply for a job and create a resume, I tell them people that I'm solution oriented. I've been calling myself solution oriented since forever. And me claiming that and doing affirmations of that and embodying that in every way is what helped me with spiritual warfare, because it was like, y'all saw it for yourself. Y'all saw me having mental health issues. Y'all saw me having downloads on the internet and not knowing how to perceive them properly. So I'm just throwing out anything and it's making people react in a negative way, and now they want to punch me in the face. Y'all saw it. So the same person that y'all saw lose their mind all over the internet 4 times is the same person that can sit right here and tell you I'm the leader of God's army, because guess what? I over accomplished my spiritual warfare. I stood up to everybody in my family that had demons that they were trying to put on me and project onto me. I said, I don't care if you my auntie. You're not going to bully my sisters. And I stood on that. I said, I don't care if you my mama. You're not going to play favorites. We're going to sit here and we're going to take everybody into consideration because we are all your children. I didn't care who it was. I stopped talking to my grandma because you're not going to sit here and support a tyrant and then try to gaslight me because I'm holding you accountable as her mother, as that being your daughter and that being my auntie, out of respect for my auntie and my grandma. I'm trying to be the peacemaker and get everybody to understand that what she doing is not right, and let your mama hold you accountable, because your mama's scared of you. They think I'm supposed to be scared of you too, baby. I'm not scared of you. Baby, I ain't scared of you. I ain't never scared, baby. And you the one who taught me to never not be scared. So why would you think I'd be scared of you? I'm grown too. Ain't no little girl no more. And a lot of y'all be letting folks, little girl y'all, little boy y'all. And y'all will crash out over the stupidest stuff because y'all are deep down inside having a hard time standing up for yourself against things that really matter. My aunt stole $1,200 from me. Had me and my son sleeping in an apartment where a dead baby's spirit was still lingering in there. And she was aiding her daughter for murder. And my whole family would rather not talk to me because I chose to get my vengeance on the internet because she won't give me my money and going around lying, telling everybody that I be beating on my baby. That was spiritual warfare. She tried to use my mental health and say that I was disqualified as a parent because she tried to invalidate what she did to me to try to cop a plea. She tried to use my mental health to cop a plea, and I said, I'm going to use my mental health to hold you accountable. And that's literally all spiritual warfare is. Being able to stand up to them demons and say, you wrong, and we going to fight about it. Because I'm not going down without a fight because I ain't did nothing wrong. I always tell myself violence is not the answer until it is the answer. And my mama is always telling me, oh, Duke, don't fight. Because my mama used to go to jail a lot for beating bitches up. And so she just like, you already went to jail for mental health issues. You don't need a record because you already got one for stuff that you don't even remember doing. And that's why I don't fight, because my mom was always asking me to just control my anger. And once I was able to master my anger, that's when my superpowers came back. Because I told y'all I have all the clairs, and the one that is the most strongest is clairaudient and clairsentient. And those are the two that I just use naturally without realizing it. I've been clairaudient since I was a kid. So when I started mastering my emotions, emotional intelligence is what's going to help you in spiritual warfare and fighting these demons, because every demon you're not going to fight physically with your fist. Some demons you got to use a mental fight. You got to use emotional fight. You got to use herbal fights. It's all different type of ways to fight spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is different from war in the flesh. Like, not like how the United States is trying to start a war with motherfuckers. Not that type of war. We not bombing motherfuckers in this. I'm just digging in my nose. Y'all be alright. It was itching. We not bombing motherfuckers from the comfort of our home. We get in the field by getting on our knees and praying. We get in the field by getting some lemons and cutting them up and putting them to the 4 corners of your house. You get in the field by blessing your dough and washing down your dough. You get in the field by putting black salt on your dough. You get in the field by creating an ancestor altar and saying, ancestors, how y'all niggas doing today? What y'all want? What type of spirits y'all need? Because whenever you create an altar, you're going to need something to offer to your ancestors, because they need something to be able to connect to the world. They need to be able to connect from their spirit to the mundane world through some type of inanimate object that you feel like represents them in some way. And a lot of times it's spirits, it's alcohol. And sometimes you can take a cigarette, whatever their vices was. That's really how I see it. Whatever their vices was and their most favorite things, you put it on the altar and you pray to them. But your spirit have to be right, because if you start connecting on the spiritual level with praying to your ancestors, you exposing yourself to a lot of stuff. And see, for me, I had to go to my ancestors because I had gifts that none of my family members wouldn't talk to me about. With my grandmother being schizophrenic and my mom having bipolar disorder, those are spiritual gifts that they knew that was spiritual gifts, but because we have been conditioned to believe that our spiritual gifts are of the devil because everybody does not obtain them, then of course everything we do is going to be demonized because we're the superior ones. And that's literally the truth, you guys.
like, which